Hola guys and girls, and welcome to the GBA Week 8 strategy meeting for our matchup against Grandmaster D.Rey and his son Diego Snugglers. And yeah, it's a Grandmaster. I can't have it to face a Grandmaster alone, so of course I'm here with my beautiful assistant coach Frank Trout. Say hello to the people.
Yeah, what's up, guys? Thank you very much for the support on Lars. I think we're going on a nice win streak. Am I right?
Nice, yeah, you're right. We won last week. We are now on a 3-week win streak and now are positive again with a total of 4 wins and 3 losses still, sadly. But with that, we are confidently sitting at a playoff spot. And yeah, the win was hard fought versus the Edmonton Coilers. Very threatening team. We already talked about this in the, of course, strategy meeting last week. The Iron Valiant, huge problem. It ended up being a Choice-Specs Terra variant. So yeah, we just had no switches overall. We had to rely on revenge killing it, but that's exactly where Iron Threats as a Scarfer came in as a very nice win condition late game. Weaver being fast as well, pretty nice as well, especially with the Fling Tech, which everyone who enjoyed that, props go to my assistant coach for that idea. So yeah, without him, that Fling set would never existed, and it did work perfectly. We didn't poison the Tauros, but Tauros wasn't a defensive mon, wasn't really a defensive mon. We poisoned the Mola, which was very defensive and was standing in our way of our Iron Threats, basically getting a kill every time it comes in. So getting the poison off there is pretty nice. And then the future side on Cresselia worked out pretty nicely, especially with the spikes pressure from Brammelgast. And overall, Volcanion, the physical set, in theory, it did well versus Snow King Galar, but he had another Mola with Rocky Helmet, so we were not really able to do anything. Like it couldn't beat us, we couldn't beat it, and I'm not here to like timer stall the opponent, so it didn't do as much. But if Grimoire wouldn't have been there, it probably would have done a lot as well. But yeah, that's basically the match. Iron Threads, Fling, future side spikes, all the things we planned, did perfectly, in a very close 1-0 match we won. But I think still very calculated. It wasn't really a point where I was like too afraid. As long as I had my Scarf Threads around, I always had a Revenge Killer, and yeah, was pretty smoothly from there.
Yeah, I think we're planning really well. I think we have some nice threads to give entertainment as well. And also, Lars, you're playing super well as well. Delight to watch. You're doing the Borussia fans, the Borussia Donphan fans. Very proud.
The Borussia Don fans.
The Don fans. Shout out to the Don.
Shout out to the Don and the fans.
True.
But yeah, thank you for that, of course. Of course, I'm very happy with my performance as of now as well. Like, since we did the Terra change, we just keep on winning. But that's exactly the plan we have for this match, of course, as well. So we want to win versus the San Diego Snugglers. And for that, we have to defeat their team, which is actually threatening. Even though they're not doing too hot, they have still a very threatening team. And yeah, they have the Pelifin, the Annihilate, the Muck, the Toadscroll, Rotom-Wash, Arcanine, Iron Jugulis, Gothitelle, Klefki, and Cyclizar. And of course, the 2 big threats are the S-tier mons. Pelifin, Annihilate, very threatening. Pelifin, we have some decent checks too, but mainly the Annihilate is going to be a pain to take down without hitting it too often and not boosting its range shift too much. And yeah, some annoying bulky mons. Gothitelle can trap stuff, Klefki does annoying stuff. And then the Iron Jugulis is mainly one big special threat they have as well, we can't forget.
Oh yeah, the Jugulis plus the Annihilate are gigantic threats for our team. We don't have that much, at the beginning we didn't have much for dark types, now we do with Cress, but it's still that ghost type. It's very scary for our team, so it's not gonna be easy, man. It's not gonna be easy.
Yeah, Fairy sadly doesn't resist Ghost, so only Ghost resist as of now is still Weavile, which, Weavile. He has fighting moves, and even if he wouldn't have stab fighting moves, like, Weavile doesn't take too many Ghost hits, so let's be real. But yeah, that's the team on their end. Like I said, mainly some annoying mons, and then like big, bulky offensive threats. That's basically what we have to deal with. And yeah, we've designed a team to deal with them well. So let's talk about that. And first of all, she took a 2-week break, and she is back with a vengeance. We have Mrs. Man, the Enamorous here, with the choice specs for maximum damage output. Looking at his team, his only 2 fairy resists are Klefki and the Muck. Muck is a very low tier mon. It doesn't really do well versus any of our other mons, barring Enamorous. I mainly expect Klefki to come, which doesn't like Earth Power as well. And Klefki has no right recovery, not that bulky. And after a few Moonblasts and a little bit of hazard damage, that thing is going down. And yeah, we just basically here to spam strong, powerful Moonblast for strong, powerful damage, because there are no good switches on the team. And then Stutron basically they're only there to hit potentially Terra, Fairy, Annihilate, no really need for any other coverage than Moonblast and Earth Power, and then Healing Wish in case we need to Healing Wish something. Like, that's basically it. Enough speed for max speed Pelifin, so it wants to hit us, it needs to Jet Punch us, which we take if we are still at full. And yeah, Moonblast just massive damage to everything. That's the idea.
Yep, just Moonblast spam. What else can you do with a Nabros, to be honest? That's about it.
That's what we want to do with Namris, and that's what she wants to do. She told us in the locker room, guys, I know I took a 2-week break, but this last week I trained my Moonglass. It's super strong now. I have these thick glasses on, which make me hit even harder. Let me go to the match. And we said, okay, fair enough. You get a shot.
Yeah.
Let's show us what you can do. Let's not get this training to waste. But next up we got Venomoth here, not with a Credence set this time, but some other shenanigans. And Frank, tell us about that.
We do have Venomoth, it's back, and as Lars said, we're not quiver dancing, we're toxic spiking. One of the strategies we're thinking this week is to try to deal passive damage, not direct damage, because Annihilate is very scary. And what a way to do that, toxic spikes, spreading status, and Rocky helmets. And one of the first things that's going to do that is Venomoth. It's got Sludge Bomb and Psychic to beat the Muk. We do have the T-Spike, so Muk is the only Pokemon that could take them. But as Lars mentioned before, it's not doing good against our team at all. Like we have Treads, we have Cresselia, we have Earth Power on Enamorus, etc. So all around, we don't think he's going to bring it, but if he does, it actually just benefits us kind of a bit. So we're good with it. No Toxic Spikes then, but it's still, we have to face a Muk, which is better than to face something else. And what is this set that we got here? These EV spreads, we're going to be bringing this speed to outspeed max speed Gothitelle, unless it's Scarf, obviously. And that's about it. That's what we need to do, just outspeed that. We do have the Baton Pass as well, just so we don't click U-turn. Again, with the same mentality to not hit Annihilate with useless move, we're going to do with Baton Pass, not hitting anything. And just, maybe if he doesn't bring Muk, just spread the T-Spikes and deal with these bulky bots of his team. That's about it.
That's the idea. Venomoth here to spread the love, spread the toxic spikes, and just get a juicy poison on all the mons which are not a steel type or touching the ground or have some boots on. But 4 mons which have boots, we have a mon with knockoff. And that's Iron Treads here. Soft Sand, Earthquake, knockoff, Ice Spinner, Stealth Frog, Iron Treads, enough speed for max speed Arcanine. So Pelifin is faster than us, but Pelifin would need to Jet Punch us, and I think that would click either way versus us every time because he doesn't want to risk us being faster. So no need for that. Gives us a little bit more bulk to, for example, switch into the Muk potentially, or even the Klefki, which are very nice switch into because we don't care about the stabs, we don't care about Thunder Wave, and Earthquake just murders this thing, especially with the Soft Sand. This is super strong because if he wants to potentially go into the Annihilate, which would be most likely like a max HP Spadef variant to bulk up it up or something like that, and if he's that or less bulky, for example more offensive, then we actually 2-hit it with Earthquake, Soft Sand, boosted max attack. So barring his physically defensive Annihilate, we 2-hit that shit, it's gone. And we can spin later on with another mon we have on the team, which... little spoiler, because if you follow us, of course, you know already mon which you're talking about. But that's Iron Treads there. Just be nice switching to Klefki, don't have to worry about that too much. Get up rocks, and then do its thing, knocking shit off and hitting things hard with the Soft Sand Earthquake. Pretty straightforward. Next up, we got one of our bulky mons on the team this time, which is Volcanion. And what's Volcanion's job this time, Frank?
We do bring a Volcanyon, as they say. And this is just max HP, lots of defense. Just to take on Palafin as best as possible, right? With this investment, we're not 2-hit KO'd by Jolly Palafin. We imagine he's going to bring Jolly Palafin against us. It's very good, so we do need an answer for that. And there it is, the Water Absorb also makes Palafin not clicking signature moves, right? Not the Jet Punch, not the Aqua Switch, whatever it's called, and the all-powerful Wave Crash. So it's just as a first wall against Palafin. That's the Volcanions for. You spread the Will-O-Wisp, and then the last move, we do have obviously Steam Eruption. If he switches Palafin into it, gets burned. Very scary. Sludge Bomb, same principle as the Venomoth as well, and the Steam Eruption itself, right? Get these status going. And the last move, we didn't need anything else against his team, so we decided to bring Haze just to deal with a potentially substitute variant of Palafin, right? So that doesn't get out of hand, and we can at least haze it and just not get to hit KO'd as set with close combat. And first stop for Palafin, basically.
Yeah, that's what Canyon is for. Some might even call it a Bull Canyon this time.
Yeah.
Okay, this is not the only bulky mon we have, of course. This is physically defensive, but we already talked about Iron Jugglers, a special threat as well. So we want a Spadef mon. And what's better there than a Terra Fairy Cresselia to deal with the Jugulars? And yeah, that's basically the job of it with the Moonblast. We do massive damage to that, especially with Terra. We planned Terra this month. We're not really planning on Terra in Volcanion because we need the Terra Fairy typing to deal with Jugulars. I mean, if Jugulars doesn't come, then maybe we don't need to Terra Fairy. Still helps, of course, for the ghost moves of Annihilate, but it's not like we beat that 1v1 either because we're not that physically bulky. But still, enough speed for... something. No speed, Annihilate. No speed, Annihilate. There we go. I remembered. No speed, Annihilate. So we expect a more bulky variant with bulk up potentially, stuff like that. And so we can be faster than that. Moonblast, of course, for recovery. Psyshock as secondary stab. Hits the Mach for very good damage if that comes, because that's mainly especially bulky. And other than that, we just spam Moonblast, because like I said, his only real fairies is the Klefki, and weakening that means weakening his switch into Choice Specs and Amorous, and that just means kills for Amorous, which we enjoy. And then Calm Mind there is May's last move, because we don't really need anything else, but depending on how the match goes and which ones are weakened or maybe gone, the Calm Mind Crusader can just sweep. We don't plan on it, but it's just a nice option to have mid-game, depending on how things go. We can just say, okay, let's just win with Calm Mind Crusader, or not, just click Moonblast and weaken the team. That's the idea of that. And then last but not least, who's better to talk about Dead Trout, our Bramagast, than our very own Frank Trout? So yeah, tell us what this thing wants to do.
A live Trout here. We're bringing the Bramblegast again. It's funny because our we can just stop any week not bringing lower tier bonds. It seems we're bringing them more than Anabros at this point, right? I think you did say.
Yeah,
it.
I think Bramblegast and Clove combined, our two D tier mons, did appear to more matches than our S tier mon and Amorous, which we spent like most of our points on.
Oh man, it's fine. They're here to do specific roles, and they do them well. And today, it's no exception. You've seen that Iron Treads does not have rapid spin today, so that means that the secondary player here has to cover up that need for our team. And plus, it's very good against, not very good, but it's decent against Palafin, right? So it's a one more switch into Palafin. We've got the Seed Bomb to hurt and break substitutes potentially with it. Strength Sap will always recover most of the all of the HP from. Bramblegast. We'd have Lead Seed to go against everything, right? Be annoying, basically, get this passive damage that we've mentioned. So again, we get the Spectators, we do get the Rocky Helmet that we got on Bramblegast, we do get the Lead Seed, we got Infiltrator just in case they try to do such thing and, cover themselves for the Lead Seed, we'll go past through it. And of course, Rapid Spin. Hazard Control is necessary with a Volcanion on the team, and an Amorous, and Venomoth. So there it is, Rapid Spin. What do we got with this? This is just to check both of the waters, right? We said Palafin, but also is good for Rotom Wash. We do a lot of damage with, basically Seed Bomb on the switch in, and just be annoying. That's what this Pokemon is for. And we do have enough speed to outspeed Node Speed, Toad Scroll. And that's about it. That's what we got. We always like to have speed advantage in most cases, especially against the other speeder mons. So there we go. Bramblegast is back, baby.
Bramblegast is back, and it basically embodies the idea of what we want to do this match. It's passive damage. Be it Rocky Helmet, be it Leech Seed, be it some chip damage here and there of our moves. And especially if T-Spikes up, we just chip the team down and we basically outlive our opponent. That's the idea. His team get repeatedly damaged by some way or another, and while we only have to take the hits of the mons, which we, with our defensive backbone of the last 3 mons, definitely can, and Iron Treads, of course, be bulky as well. Mrs. Man just doing massive damage, everything this thing comes in, and yeah, we're just winning this way, and we hope to win that way big, because this is not a home game, this is an away game actually, so yeah, you can keep your tickets for the Borussia Stadium at home. We are going to San Diego, but we still plan on getting some bonus points, of course, so yeah. Sweeping, unlikely, because, the only sweep we have is Crusader potentially, late game with, Calm and shenanigans. But other than that, we may probably live for something on the edge and then just win 4 or higher. That's the idea with this team right here. Outliving our opponent, still getting these points, because we want the points. Because now we are pretty much, we plan, of course, on winning everything. But winning everything is not enough to get to the second or first place. Because that's where the juicy part of the standings is, because then we don't only get to playoffs, we actually skip the first round of playoffs. So that's our aim, and every bonus point along the way we can get for that, of course, very much appreciated. But yeah, that's basically the squad, and very excited for the match tomorrow. I hope you are as well. We got this, of course. The Borussia Donphan are running hot on the winning streak, and I don't plan on stopping, or we don't plan on stopping, and yeah. The only limit is the sky, and through that we might even break through that. Some
Sky being Bullet Punch Club, right?
Yeah, well, currently it's the Bullet Punch Club, but we have to face them last week as well, so we're very excited for that match. Potentially for the first place match, depending on if they lose a match here and there. But yeah, we of course enjoyed that. But that's all from us. I hope you do enjoy this video. If you did, of course, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Hit up my channel, Boy Frank, link in the description, and hit out all the GBA folks, link in the description. Very exciting league to be a part of, and yeah, we enjoyed this assistant coach thing a lot, so I hope you do as well. But yeah, that's basically all from us. I will see you another time. Ciao.
Goodbye.